Buying a ship in Star Citizen is a very exciting experience, especially when you finally purchase your dream ship and look at it in the hangar for the first time, flying around the city for the first time, or see it in quantum travel for the first time. So today I'm gonna share a few tips and tricks and basic terminologies that can help you to save your money and to buy that dream ship. So let's dream big. Say your favorite ship is the RSI Polaris. You just like they can shoot down a large ship in no time with their huge torpedoes. So there are different ways that you can buy ship in Star Citizen. The first way is to pay $750 to buy the ship, which is stupid. Don't do that. The second way is to borrow from your rich friend. That's a smart choice. Also, you can buy them in game when the game is released in the future. Yeah, your wife will be very, very proud of you. The fourth way is what I want to share with you today is with buying CCU and war bond discount. That's a really smart decision. You can buy the ship for cheap and you can own the ship forever. Let's learn some basic terminologies. The first one is CCU. It's also called Cross Chassis Upgrade. It is a token that allows you to upgrade your existing ship to a bigger ship or more expensive ship without purchasing the second ship at their full price. But it does not save you anything because it's just like upgrade. What really saves your money is war bond. So it is a discount that CIG provides to certain ships. So we can see the example here. The war bond edition of the Aegis Saber costs $160. The standard edition costs $170. So if you purchase the war bond edition, you essentially get a $10 off from that purchase. The third term is melting, which turns your existing ship into store credit that you can apply to another ship in the future date. The fourth term is buyback. Once you melt your ship, that ship will go to your buyback page on your account. In the future, if you want to purchase that ship again, you can just purchase them on the buyback page and you will pay for the original purchase price. The fifth term is LTI, which stands for lifetime insurance. It's a great perk to have for all the ship you have, because in the future, when the game is alive, you will need to pay for insurance if your ship is destroyed. With LTI, you don't need to worry about that. So the sixth term is Lti Token, which we also call seed. It is a cheap ship that CIG sell for the first time. For example, the upcoming Consolidated Outline Quad, I believe it will have LTI as well. In the future, you can upgrade that ship into a more expensive ship, and the new ship will have LTI as well, which is great. So the seventh term is Fly Ready, which means that ship is in the game and you can fly right now. The eighth term is Concept. Concept ship is cheaper, but the concept ship is still in production phase and is not flyable in game, so keep that in mind. Most of the ships are not available all the time. They're only available in Invictus Week in May or IAE in November, and not all the ships that offer war bond discount. Let's get into the meat of this video, Cco chaining. So for example, you already have a prospector for mining, but now you want to do some bounty hunting or xenothreat. So you want to buy an annual Hurricane. The prospector is $155, the Hurricane is $195. There are a few purchase options for you. The first one is buy the Hurricane for $195 and keep the prospector. The second option is to melt a prospector and put $40 more to buy the Hurricane. The third one is to use the CCU. You can use the prospector to Hurricane CCU with $40 and upgrade to that Hurricane. Then also you can use the CCU plus war bond. For example, there are a few war bonds on sale right now as of February 5th, 2022. The first one is Prospector Saber, which we looked at before. For the war bond edition, you can purchase that for $160 and you can save $10 on the purchase of that Hurricane. War bond CCU is where the saving comes from. For larger and more expensive ship, they have larger saving potential. For example, the Merchantman here, which is my dream ship, essentially with this CCU chaining, I can save $145 on that purchase. Most important rule on CCU chaining or just buy ship is be patient. Be patient and be patient. Most of the war bond discount come from those two events I mentioned before. So normally you're gonna spend a half a year to a year to accumulate all the war bond discount to complete your CCU chain. So be patient and spend your money rationally or under supervision of your wife, mom, or girlfriend. They will stop you to make an impulse purchase of a ship. There are two great tools that I use all the time to complete my own CCU chain, so I want to share that with you today. The first one is my spreadsheet. I built that to help myself, so I'm going to share that one with you today, and I will put the link in the description below. You can download that for free. The second one is a Chrome extension called CCU Game. Now let me show you how to use those tools. Let's start with CCU Game. I will put that link in the description as well. On the left, you can see the menu bar. It includes everything you own in your hangar, everything on the store right now, all the ship that in Star Citizen, and also the CCO chain. The first thing you need to do is to hit the refresh button and hit refresh all. Wait everything to be refreshed, then you can go to your item page and you can see everything in your hangar, such as the ship you have, the upgrades you have, and the paint you have, everything else. Then go to the RSI store page and you can see the same option on top as well, the upgrades, the standalone ship, the game package. You can further filter by time limited sale or warband sale, and you can see the saving in green. If you select the warband icon, it will only show warband discount that are currently offered in the store. Then let's go to the Cco Chain Calculator. That's where the fun starts. So for example, you are looking at a ship that you want to purchase. For example, the Hurricane from our last example. Oops, Hurricane. After you select the ship, you can see the whole CCU chain available on the right, and there are a few options you can start playing with. For example, the first one, you can select the ship with LTI or not, and will also automatically select the starter ship from the store. Or you can just choose the manual starter ship that from your hangar or the ship you want to purchase in store. But after that, you can look at the CCO chain and see what kind of insurance you have. If it didn't show the LTI, you can choose the ship manually from your hangar or the store to get the LTI token. After you select all your settings, you can see the chain on the right, and you can add everything to your cart on RSI store directly from the CCO game. It's a great tool. It will definitely save your money, so use that tool before you make any purchases. Now let's jump to the spreadsheet I built for Star Citizen. It is not only a CCU calculator, it is a comprehensive fleet management spreadsheet. At the top left, you can see all the money you spend on this game, like total money spent on the ship, total money spent on the CCU, how many stall credit you have, and total spending in this game. You can also set a budget and it will show your progress with the blue bar. You can also see how much you have saved through CCU chaining or other discount you get from this game. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you found the information useful and you want to see more like this in the future. I separate this spreadsheet into 4 steps so you can follow a very logical approach to you purchase your ship and build your fleet. The first step is search. You can find the ship you want to purchase through here, the first table. You can just use the filter to find the ship you want, and it will show the price, the warband price or the standalone price, and also if the ship is purchasable in game, it will show the alpha UEC price as well. The one metric is very important is alpha UEC per dollar. The higher the number means you are more efficient with your money. The most efficient ship in game right now is the Carrack. You can see the alpha UEC per dollar is almost 45,000, which means you better use your own money to purchase that ship than purchase them in game. The second tab is the manufacturer lookup table. You can see every ship from that manufacturer. For example, the Anvil Aerospace, the producer of Carrack. You can see the average alpha UEC per dollar is around 14,000. Then the Carrack is at 45,000, so which means it's really efficient. The second step is plan. You can choose which ship you want to purchase in game and put in the first table. Everything you want to purchase with real money you can put on the second table. On the right, you can see the fleet overview. It separates the ship into categories and it shows how many ships you have in that category and what the percentage of that category in your fleet is. It is very important when you're trying to do a fleet management. You can specify which ship belongs to which category by using the drop-down menu from the category column. You can do this with all the in-game purchase or real money purchase or your current fleet. So in the current fleet table, you can see all the ships in your hangar right now. I put there the notes. You can put in the insurance information or any comments you want to make for the ship. If you purchase the ship in-game, you can put the alpha UEC price here, and there's one sale will make you very happy, which is the alpha UEC savings sale. It tells you how much money you have saved by purchasing the ship in-game rather than purchase them with real money. I also put some tips there as a reminder, so feel free to read that over. You can visualize your fleet by using the fleet view website. Now the step 3 is the calculation of the CCU chain. This is very important. So for example, if I want to purchase the Redeemer here, and the last step is the Vanguard Warden to Redeemer, and the Vanguard Warden is currently worth $260, and the Redeemer was worth $275 when I purchased the CCU back in November on a Warbond discount, which cost $15. So essentially I saved $50 from the retail price. So in the end, with this CCU chain, I only pay $190 to purchase Redeemer, which is a $135 saving, which is almost 42% save on this one. Now let's look at a more complex CCU chain, the Merchantman. This chain is only 41% complete, and you can see there are already a lot of ships in the chain here. So the current save the Merchantman for $390. When I complete the chain in the future, I think my saving will be much higher. The purchase price and the saving calculations are all linked through formulas. It will only show the minimum of the price difference or the sum of the savings, so which means it will always show a more conservative number. So it will prevent a mistake in the case that you have not completed CCU chain. You can do any number of CCU chain at the same time using this spreadsheet, and you just copy the template from above and build a chain from there. The fourth step is the record tab. It records all your CCU history and all your CCU inventories. For example, on the top, you can see I had a Mo that was upgraded from 300i, and I saved $60 from that. So in the total row below, you can see how much I spent on that ship and the total saving I get from the CCU history and the percentage of discount I get. Right below that, I have the CCU inventory, which records all the CCU I have currently in my hangar. I have a column called for ship, which I can assign that CCU to that specific ship, so for easy management, and I don't confuse this CCU from another one and avoid apply the CCU twice to two different ships. This way, I can also see which CCU is not assigned to a specific ship, so I can use toward the ship or a newer ship I want to purchase. After that, I can record all the game package, all the ship I have, or the upcoming core I want to purchase and assign to a certain ship. Below that is everything I have in the buyback, and below that is the subscription I currently have and how much money I have spent on subscription and how long I have subscribed for that. The final tab is for my personal use, which records all the upgrades I want to do on my setup. So for example, if I want to update to a dual stick setup and I want to purchase those in stages. I will have a video on my setup, so subscribe for that. Other tabs shows the raw data I use to build this spreadsheet. Specifically, I use the data from uex.com, which is a very powerful website for everything Star Citizen. If you don't know how to purchase a ship or CCU, please watch my step-by-step guide that I showed how to purchase the ship or CCU from RSI website. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you'd like to see this more in the future, please subscribe and stay tuned for the future content. Until then, fly safe.